Okay. Hi, Vaishnavi.
Hi Priya. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay, so first of all, I want to thank you for your efforts, which you helped me in my days when I was searching for industrial training. And
No
we can,
problems.
yeah, we can start this. So first of
Yeah.
all, I want to know about your brief. You can brief us about your CA journey and why did you choose this profession and other things, please.
Okay. So starting with my CA journey, not like other student, I didn't join CA just after 12th. I completed my 12th in 2015. And I joined CA in 2017 because at that time, I don't know, my mind was not prepared, or I was not capable enough to, join such a big course because I was trying to find myself during that process. I used to teach some students after 12th. Like I was teaching student from ninth only, but after 12th I started teaching formally. So by teaching students, I realized that accounts is the subject in which I have interest, and I enjoy doing accountancy, and I enjoy playing with numbers and general ledger, all like that. So I decided to do CA into. Then I started doing my articleship in March. Like a result came on 8th of Feb. I remember that day. Uh,
Mm.
in March, I started doing my articleship, and I remember that I went for mediocre firm in Agra. My hometown was Agra,
Mm.
so I joined mediocre firm, and I was doing bank audit for 8 months. Like I was doing concurrent audit of the same bank for 8 months. So it gave me a little bit, anxiety that you are not able to do your best in this company or in this organization. So I decided to switch not only the organization but also the city. So I moved to Noida and joined some other organization. I was, doing internal audit in that organization. I gained so much of knowledge in both the organization. It helped me in my industrial training a lot. Then COVID happened, and I was not getting the exposure I desired because in COVID we cannot go out of the town to conduct statutory audit or tax audit, etc. So my scope was limited at that time, and seniors, the focus of senior was to complete the task. They were not focusing on teaching you the audit principle or something like that, because at that time the world was fighting with the COVID. So
Correct.
I decided that I should go for industrial training. So I started applying for companies, and I make up my mind that yeah, I should go for industrial training.
Okay, that's a very great story. So, and this also describes your articleship experience also that you had
Right.
articleship experience in bank audit and internal audit.
And
And
internal audit,
this
right.
is the reason why you have choose CA industrial training because of all these things happening. So, next I want to ask you, how did you apply for your industrial training, or how many companies did you applied before, actually selecting Credit Suisse?
It's not about selecting Credit Suisse. Credit Suisse selected me.
Okay.
To be very honest, I applied in 20 to 25 companies, I remember. I was kind of person who came back from school and then go to tuition, then again school, tuition, home. I was not exploring much in life, so I didn't have knowledge. I was not aware about the world, the corporate world, or the industries, MNCs. I had zero knowledge, and I don't have the background. None of my family is CA or doing CA. So it was so difficult for me. Then someone suggested me that you should join LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is the key to my success, I should say. So I joined LinkedIn, and I, started making connections on LinkedIn. Initially, I was not getting what is it. as like happened with so many people. So I started making so many connections on LinkedIn, and then I started asking question to so many people, like when should I start applying, and how should I apply, what is the procedure, etc., etc. Should I go for industrial training? So they are the basic question we all are stuck with. It's not me, it's not you, we all are, have
Yes.
that experience. So then I asked people, so they advised me to apply 1.5 to 2 months before, and some people advised me to apply 3 months before at least, because company take so much time in processing your CV. So I applied 3 months before. I completed my articleship, 2 years of articleship on 7th of March 2021, and I started applying on 7th December 2020. I was so curious to join industrial training, and I was like, I cannot, give up this chance. This is the golden opportunity ICI have given us all. Like, we are having industry experience and experience in investment bank or MNC even before completing CA. So it's very great thing. So I think we all should go for industrial training. Just else, if you are thinking about going into practice, industrial
Mm.
training is not for you. But if you are going to pursue your career in finance or job, or you are going to be a 9 to 5 person, then you should go for industrial training. So I started applying on 7th of December, and I applied in 20 to 25 companies at least, and I was not getting response from any of them. So it was little hope losing for me. So then I changed my CV format, and I did so many things, and I was basically trying to find out that where I'm going wrong, what is happening with me, why I'm not receiving reply from the companies. Then I remember when I applied in Credit Suisse, there was no vacancy in Credit Suisse. I didn't apply through portal or like their career portal. No, I didn't go for that. I sent CV to HR. Like one of my friend sent me HR mail IDs for lots of industries. I have that PDF with me. Thanks to that person.
Mm.
So I started sending mails to those IDs, and immediately next day I received response from Credit Suisse asking details of, like, basic details of mine. In Credit Suisse, there is one format that if they notice your CV, they ask you basic details. So you need to fill those details and send back to HR. So I completed that formalities. I remember that was 17th of December around, and I got reply on 5th of January 2021, regarding my written test. In Credit Suisse, there are one written test, and the thing with me, it may differ from person to person. I heard so many people haven't, go through written test. So I completed my written test. Then I remember I appeared for two interviews and one psychometric test, you can say, and then one HR round. Then I got selected in Credit. So it was a long procedure. You can say from December to Feb. It took 2.5 months to complete the whole process. So my humble advice from everyone to start applying at least before three
Mm.
months so you can search for opportunities, and you can decide also in which industry you are going to pursue your industrial training. As I said, I didn't opt for Credit Suisse. I got reply from DBS, HP, Credit Suisse, Amazon, and RBL. But I remember RBL or Amazon didn't call me back after first call. They didn't conduct interview, so I'm not counting them into list. So from 20 to 25 companies, I received reply from only three companies: HP, RBL, and Credit Suisse. I got selected in HP also, but the stipend was too low. According to Bangalore, like Bangalore is a big city, and
Mm.
surviving in such stipend is little
Yeah.
bit difficult for me. And I remember I didn't proceed further with DBS. I didn't, I withdraw my CV from DBS because they also were not paying too much. And in the city like Mumbai, it was not a
Mm.
good idea to pursue with DBS. So it was a big risk. At that time, I wasn't selected in Credit Suisse. It was a big risk I took. So yeah, then I selected in Credit Suisse, and how it goes on.
Yeah, that's great. So now my next question is, can you see, or like from the new people who are joining CA industrial training in Credit Suisse, does CA inter attempt matters in that organization? Does the HR counts for it or not? It's a big question.
Mm-hmm. No, not at all. If you consider my case, you can say that you cleared CA inter in first attempt. That's why you got selected in Credit Suisse. No, it's not the case. I know
Mm.
many people. When I say many, literally many people
Mm.
who cleared their CA inter in many attempts. Like I know one person, I cannot take her name. She cleared her CA inter in 6 to 7 attempts. Yet she got selected in Credit Suisse, and
Wow.
now she is doing her permanent employmentship in Credit Suisse also. So attempt doesn't matter in Credit Suisse, and I don't know about all other companies, but in Credit Suisse attempt doesn't matter.
Yeah, generally, I don't even think so that attempts matter. What matter is how do you present your experience and yourself in front of the interviewer. That's it, I
Right.
think. Yeah.
And the most important thing that matter is one of my friend, who completed her CA inter in first attempt, yet she rejected from grade 6. So you can say that attempt is not the benchmark in the companies like Credit Suisse. And I know many people I know one of my friend in JP Morgan, like who completed his industrial training from JP Morgan. He also completed CA inter in 2 attempts. So that's why I'm saying the attempt doesn't matter. Yes, they prioritize first attempt students sometimes, but it's not
Mm.
with all the industry. It's with some industries only. And the most important thing that matter is your CV.
Correct.
Shortlisting your CV is the basic thing. If you have HR has shortlisted your CV, then the process can go smoothly. But if your CV is not getting shortlisted, then it's the problem.
Okay, so any important tips for the CV or specific things you think like people must go through their CV once and
Hmm.
any tips?
According to, I'm not expert, like I cannot give advice to such question, but my personal experience, your CV should be like, your resume should be short and crisp. You should not explaining each and everything. It should be eye catcher, like the one CV which differs from other CV. It should be very attractive, not colorful. Go with basic colors, light colors, and mention all your your personality into one page. It should be a one page,
Correct.
and try attaching cover letter with it. So it will help HR to examine in which year of articleship you are in, or when are you going to complete your articleship, question like that. So if you attach cover letter with your CV, it's going to be very helpful. Keep it short, simple, and use light colors only.
Okay. So now I want to ask is what is the stipend in Credit Suisse and what how many months they give you for your study leaves? And do they provide
Okay.
excess days for your MCS or ITT if it is pending?
Okay, so starting with MCS and IT, I'm not the right person to answer this question because I completed my GMCS in advanced IT thanks to COVID again,
Okay.
because I
Hmm.
completed both the trainings, online basis. So there was no such big thing. I completed both the trainings before joining Right. So I am not aware about the process of leaves during GMCS and advanced IT. But yeah, I have
Hmm.
heard that they prefer GMCs and advanced IT completed candidates,
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
in companies like I know about CS only, they do not grant excess leaves to you until unless you are familiar with the manager, like you
Hmm.
have understanding with your manager. Then things can go like that only. But formerly, or like you cannot take extra leaves. during your industrial training. And talking about leaves, there is a process of leave granting, which is 39 days study leaves and 21 days annual leaves. I
Okay.
did my article industrial training for 12 months. So for permanent, for any employee of the Credit Suisse, there is a policy of granting 21 days leave if you have completed 12 months of employment with them. So you will get 39 plus 21, 60 days of leaves in your industrial training. And there is a provision of 10-day leave on the manager's discretion. So if your
Okay.
manager allows, you can take extra 10 days leave. So it comes up with 70 days. So you will
Hmm.
get 70 days leave in your industrial training, and it's apart from Saturday, Sunday, and public holidays. So you
Hmm.
don't have to be worry. It comes up around 3 to 3.5 months. So I remember my exams were, I don't remember the actual date of my exams. It was in December, and I went on leave from 5th of September. Yeah. So if you are prepared enough, and if you are preparing well in past 3 years, they are enough. 3 to 3.5 months are enough to give both the groups. But the condition is you have to be prepared nicely. The benefit with me was I was doing my industrial training on work from home basis,
Okay.
so I can manage time accordingly. But I think for the student now, because all the
Hmm.
companies have opened their office, so it's going to be difficult doing both the groups in 3 months, and going to office and coming to home is difficult. So you have to think about it. But with me, it goes smoothly because I didn't I didn't have to go to office. So yeah, like that.
Okay. And what about your work profile? Like, what was your work profile and work experience? What tasks did you handle day to in your day-to-day life? So, just a brief about that.
Mhm. Okay, so my work was related to data quality, and I was in that team where I have to, interact with, like, I was working as a middleman between front office and
Hmm.
the IT guys. So IT guys don't understand the terminology of finance, and they don't have that much knowledge to understand about bonds, debenture, futures, etc. So what we used to do is we were working as a middleman between IT guys and front office. Front office told us the problem that they are facing this problem in this system or this data. Then we reach back to IT guys and try to find out the root cause of the issue, and we used to find a probable solution for that within our budget. So my work was related to BMR, Basel Management Reporting. We were interacting with the Basel guys, like front office of Basel, and translating their queries to IT guys. So it was kind of technical and finance mixture kind of work. I
Okay.
really love the work I did because it was so much different from the CA.
Yeah.
No previous knowledge of CA required except SFM and FR. You have to be aware about the terminologies, and if you are, sincere enough, then you will get to learn a lot in the 1 year. But industries like Credit Suisse are very big investment banks, so you
Hmm.
cannot expect that you can learn everything in that 1 year. So be curious, but don't be too much curious, because you cannot learn all in 1 year. It will give your career a foundation, and take it like as foundation, and do well.
Okay, so, have you worked on weekends anytime? Like,
No, I haven't
that's
worked
great.
on weekends. Yeah, I didn't have to work on weekends, and my timing was 11 to 8 around. But yeah,
Okay.
some days, like in 3 to 4 times in a month, I have to sit for 10 p.m. or long, but it was for a few days only, so no issues.
Okay. So, I want to ask one question is, do Credit Suisse or, like this organization ask for deferring your attempt?
No, Credit Suisse doesn't ask to defer your attempt, but it should be feasible, right? Like I started
Yeah.
my training in March, so they can give me leaves in September because I have completed around 6 months of industrial training. So they don't have
Correct.
any problem in giving leaves. But if you are exceptional case and you are your industrial training is commencing on May or June, and you are asking for leaves on September, so it can be an issue. And Credit Suisse doesn't ask you to defer your attempt. But to other organization, I have heard HSBC asked you to defer your attempt, and
Yes.
but it's not the case with Credit Suisse. Not with me, at least.
Yeah, correct. Okay. So, my last question will be, any advice for the people who are willing to join Credit Suisse? Like any specific course they can do, just like, for example, there is a lot of, hype around for the financial modeling.
Hmm.
So, will it be worth for
Hmm.
them to do such course, or any other course will you recommend them?
No limit on gaining knowledge. You should gain knowledge whenever you get time. But if I talk about if these courses helps in your in industrial training or not, yeah, they do help in your industrial training. But personally, I didn't do any kind of course, and I don't have any reference at all. Personally, I didn't do any extraordinary effect. And many people talks about interview as well. How did you prepare for your interview, etc. So it was like that. I prepared for my interview from two subjects only. One was FR and second was SFM. I just go through with the chapters of financial instrument, derivatives, and forex, and I just I just kept myself very much normal. Like I didn't try to mug up each and everything, because I know I will not able to mug up the things
Hmm.
in such a short duration. So don't try to mug up. Go normal, like be yourself, just be confident. Always keep a smile with you, and if you don't remember the answer of any of the question, don't try to make fool the interviewer.
Hmm.
He's not
Correct.
foolish
He's smarter
sitting
than
in
us.
front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's smarter than us. So try to say politely that I cannot recall the answer as of now. Sorry, I'm not aware about this. And you can after the interview, you can ask about that question, that you asked me this question, what's the answer for that? I was not able to recall. So interviewer is not going to kill you for not answering.
Hmm.
So try not to give incorrect answer. Instead, be confident, keep a smile on your face, and be honest with your interviewer. Don't uh, overreact the things. Like don't um um explain yourself more than you
Too
are.
much. Yeah.
Too
Correct.
much. And the industries like investment bank, they don't care about your past experience. They don't know about GST and taxes, etc.
That's
Until unless your domain is like until unless your domain is GST or tax. Like if you are giving
Hmm.
interview in EY or KPMG, like where you are giving interview for the profile of indirect tax, then yes, your past experience matters. But if you're giving interview in investment banks, then your past experience doesn't
Does
matter.
not matter.
They don't know about income tax, they don't know about GST. So
Hmm.
they just want two things: confident and basic knowledge about the finance terminologies.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. That's the great session, Vaishnavi. It's so insightful and so knowledgeable. So I think this is this much be this these questions are all around people, ask a lot to me also
Hmm.
on my LinkedIn, and I think they'll get more knowledge from this session. And yeah, this is it
Right.
for this round. Thank you for being here, and thank you for accepting my invite
Thanks a lot.
also.